when humanity cries a humble voice against war. We live in a time when the world has achieved unimaginable progress. We can speak across the continents in seconds. We can explore space. We can cure diseases that once destroyed entire populations. And yet, in the midst of all this advancement, humanity still struggles with one ancient weakness, that is war. War is often presented as necessary, strategic, or unavoidable. Leaders use these words like security, honor, defense, and victory. But beneath these powerful words lies a painful truth. War destroys human lives, young and old, strong and weak, and even the unborn who have not seen the light of the day. When bombs fall, they do not ask who is right and who is wrong. They do not choose soldiers alone. They fall on schools, hospitals, homes, and dreams. History has shown us the cruel face of war, the devastation of the World War First, and the unimaginable destruction the World War II remind us how millions of innocent lives can be lost in the name of power and pride. The shadows of Hiroshima atomic bombing and Nagasaki atomic bombing still echo in human memory. Those events are not just chapters in history books, they are warning written in human tears. War does not only kill bodies, it kills trust, it kills hope, it kills belief that humanity can live together in peace. The saddest victim of war are children. A child does not understand borders. A child does not know politics. A child does not choose sides. Yet children suffer the most, losing parents, homes, education, and sometimes their lives. Even unborn babies are affected. When a mother lives in fear, when there is no food, no medicine, no safety, the next generation begins its life already wounded. We must ask ourselves, what victory is worth the tears of a child? Some may say, I am only a one person. How can I stop war? It is true. One person cannot carry 20 or 30 clothes alone. But many hands joined together can lift mountains. Every great moment in history began with individuals who dared to speak. So speak. Mahatma Gandhi showed the world that non-violence is not a weakness, it is a strength. Martin Luther King Jr. proved that courage can stand without weapons. Nelson Mandela taught us that forgiveness can rebuild nations. They were individuals, but their voices awakened millions. War continues not only because of those who started, but also because of those who silently watched it. Silence can sometimes be more dangerous than violence. When good hearted people say nothing, injustice grows stronger. When we remain silent, spectators, we unknowingly allow suffering to continue. But standing against war does not mean spreading hatred. It does not mean attacking nations or insulting leaders. It means defending human dignity. It means asking for dialogue instead of destruction. It means demanding peace with wisdom, not anger. How can war be stopped? First, through education. Young students must be taught critical thinking, empathy, and global responsibility. When children can when children learn to respect diversity, religion, language, culture, they grow into adults who build bridges against the walls, who build bridges instead of walls, who build bridges instead of walls. Second, through dialogue. Conflict between nations must be solved through conversation, negotiation, and international cooperation. Institutions like the United Nations were created for this purpose to prevent war, to promote peace. These institutions are not perfect, but they represent humanity's hope for collective solutions. Third, through responsible leadership. Leaders must remember that power is temporary, but the consequences of war are permanent. True leaders protect life, it does not gamble with it. True leadership protects life, it does not gamble with it. Fourth, through the courage of ordinary people, students, teachers, writers, artists, every voice matters. When enough people say no to war, leaders are forced to listen. When enough people say no to war, leaders are forced to listen. There is a saying, when a man understands, half of his life is over. Let us understand early. Let young people understand now, not after they see destruction with their own eyes. Wisdom should not come after tragedy. Wisdom should not come after tragedy. I stand today not as a powerful person, not as a politician, but not as a military expert, but as a human being. A human being who believes that every life has value. A human being who refuses to accept that killing is the only solution to disagreement. Let us not wait until it is too late. Let us not wait until more cities burn to ashes. Let us not wait until more mothers cry. Let us not wait until children ask us, why did you stay silent? Why did you stay silent? If we truly want to save the children of the world, we must open our mouth. If we cannot shout, let us at least speak. If we cannot speak loudly, let us write. Why you stay silent? If we truly want to save children of the world, we must open our mouths. If we cannot shout, let us at least speak. If we cannot speak loudly, let us write. If we cannot write, let us pray and act with compassion in our daily lives. Peace begins in small actions, in respect, in kindness, in refusing hatred. Wars begin in small prejudices, in pride, in anger, in dehumanizing others. The choice is before us. Let history not remember our generation as silent spectators of suffering. Let it remind us as the generation that chose humanity over hatred, dialogue over destruction, and courage over silence. War is ugly, peace is difficult, but peace is always worth the effort. Let us stand humbly, courageously, and together for a world where children grow in laughter, not in fear. Thank you. To hear my other speeches, please subscribe and forward it to all so that we can do something against this war so that we can live peacefully until our days come to end. Thank you. Please write to youarewinner2026 at gmail.com. Thank you once again.